everybody, welcome back to our glorious republic. I want to talk about steel real quick, and then we're going to get into the rest of the stuff in the city. In the steel area, I've had a little bit of an issue that's kind of slowly been building, and I've had a temporary solution for that, and that is just to put one of these in here. And by putting one of these in here, I can just have a place to put metal scrap. But the thing about metal scrap, right, is like we want to turn it into steel. That makes sense, right? We just want to turn it into steel all the time. Also, why are you stopped? That doesn't make any sense. Are you trying to get to... Oh, I get it. You're loading up steel. Never mind. They can wait. Anyway, we want the metal scrap to get processed into steel, okay? Now, it's been going here the whole time, and it's because I turned these bins on for like metal scrap for like 12 of these bins, and they all filled up, and that was my bad. What I wanted them to do is just be part of the mixed waste. Okay, so at the moment, I've changed everything back to mixed waste with the exception of a few bio waste bins. But that's it, just mixed waste everywhere. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling like maybe we just take the bio waste bins and we make those be mixed waste as well. That way everything goes here, okay? Because we're not really short on space for everything going here. The train is doing a wonderful job. But what I thought about is, like, is there a way we could use the metal scrap here to create steel locally, just like we already are, and then use that steel directly with these buildings? Because we need steel over here, right? And it got me thinking that I'm still kind of playing with how to make it work, but it kind of got me thinking about adding a steel recycling plant. I like starting off with a crash, don't you? Anyway, it got me thinking like I could put the steel recycling plant over in this area. Okay. Now, if I could get it into a position where I can get access to that train station, then anyone who comes into that train station would be able to work here. Otherwise, I have to rely on this area. And so what I need to do is I need to position this far enough back to where the walking path can move. So I think it's going to have to be somewhere around like right about here-ish. I need to also angle it this way too. So this is the issue. You have to be able to repair the stuff that you're trying to do, right? We need to be able to repair, you know, the walking paths and stuff that we end up putting in here. So if I put this like right here, for example, right? If I put that there, steel recycling plant, right? We can get labor from this because it's gonna be too far away for this, I think, unless we maybe go with like the asphalt paths. Oh, do I not have a... Oh, wow, 44%. Well, hey, we needed to do this anyway, didn't we? Let's go this way. Damn helicopters sneak up on me sometimes. All right, we're gonna go right about here with it. There we almost. Come on, come on. Oh, I hate how that happens. Right there. Okay. So with these walking paths, right, we should be able to repair this, no problem. What I need this walking path to do, and I guess I have to try to maneuver around this thing somehow. Can I get you in there? Come on. No, don't do it. All right, I'm gonna have to find a way to maneuver around this thing, and it probably means moving this just a tad bit more that way. I think you can see what I'm doing though. I'm hoping that you can see like how I'm trying to pull this off. So if I pull this back just a little bit more, angle it that way, and go right about maybe here with it instead. Let's bring it all the way over like this instead. All right, let's say I go here with it. Okay. If I take the walking path, I go around the edge. All right, can I just do something like this, please? That works. Thank you. Right. Come on. There. Okay. I want to get there because I need to have the repair crews have access to it. And that was the biggest struggle. So I need to get access to this because if I go back in here, I'm not going to be able to get repair crews in here without that. So now that I've got this all the way around, I can use this to get over in this area. And that gets me over here. So now what I want to do is we want to create a concrete overpass. And The thing is, I don't want to get in the way of anything future. There might be something else I can put here. I don't know what it would be, but there's a possibility there's something else I could put here. And in that possibility, I want to leave it open. So we're going to try to hug the edge here if possible. We're going to come over to the cargo area. We're going to say small storage. And what I want to do is pull this back to about here. And the problem is going to be, can I get the road out? That's the main thing. Can the road get out? It can. Okay, perfect. This road goes all the way up there and then connects on this side. All right, because we already have that connected with that walking path. So now that dirt road connects both of these in, and now we have everything hooked up and ready to rock, okay? You just do that or something just to, I don't know, give extra access for the repair crews. I have no idea. Now on this side, the reason why I needed to get around the back side here is because if I'm going to go with repair crews, and need to use overpasses, for example. I could use a tunnel too, but overpasses are a little cheaper, and especially for the man hours. We could put this about, let's say here, okay, and then bring this across, and we're going to want to hug the edge here as much as we can. So it looks like it's able to go out about that far to lining up would be about here then. Yeah, lining up would be about here then. So we'll take this gravel, it's fine. And I want to bring it all the way out. Really? Come on now. You're kidding me. You need that much space between... Okay, the edge of the edge of that storage is really out there. Let's bring it out a little bit more then, I guess. We'll go here instead. All right, and then we'll go straight from there to there. All right. Again, I don't know what else we could put here, but I want to leave my options open. So this gives me steel processing or metal processing, right? Metal scraps here. And we then get the steel output to here. And in so doing, the forklifts immediately can access steel. And so all the steel metal, all the metal scrap we get will get turned into steel right here, and then it's automatically in the system, which I think is a good idea. All right, just another way to get steel into the system for these buildings. Now, how to get the scrap into there, because there's no easy way to do that. At the moment, a garbage truck's going to have to grab it from here, have to take it up the bridge, over top, all the way over here, connect over this way, come all the way back over here, and then bring it into here. What a waste. We don't need to do that. Instead, what I'd like to do is utilize the aggregate, because we have that output right there, and I can go over top that factory connection. So if I can get the storage over here, instead of having two of these, just have one, and I can have the storage right there, it could just feed directly into this building. And then the scrap just does what the scrap does, right? So how to do that, right? How do we do that? If we delete this, it will give me a bunch of mixed waste. That mixed waste will get picked up by the demolition crews and taken over there anyway, right? It's just another way to fast track that. So if I go over to aggregate storages, and I want to look for the smallest one there is, which by volume, it seems this one is, but I'm pretty sure the footprint wise, this one is smaller. I thought it was, but I'm probably wrong. Damn, that's big. All right, I'm wrong. It's definitely this one. So what we want to do, right, is we want to figure out if we can get this in here. And we can always move these storages, like these trashes, right? We can move them somewhere else. They need to be close by to this, and they need to be on this road for convenience. So it would be nice to just keep them where they are. But I'm thinking if I could somehow get that to be here, right? You see what I'm doing? We can feed that in there. I don't know how that's going to work. For now, I'm just going to leave this as as something we can build. And if I put this over here just as a way of making sure that I can get connected across that factory connection after the walking path is in. The walking path going there is going to get us maintenance access into this area, right? So can we still do the aggregate? And oh, we can, but not nearly as flexible. So we'll just have to keep in mind, keep this dirt, and we can always delete it and like redraw it and everything later. So what I'm going to try to do is kind of redo how these garbages are. And man, would I love to put them here. If I put them over here, does it still get access? It does not. How about over here? No, nothing. So we'd have to place them close enough to the steel. It's the only way to do this. You have to place them close enough. So they kind of have to be here. I could do the smaller ones here. Maybe that's the solution. Not nearly as much volume, but if I do more of them, it should be fine. So one of these is 150 and one of these is 50, you know, rounding, right? So if that's the case, then I just need 4 of the small ones. Sorry, my math is terrible. I need 6 of the small ones to equal 2 of these, but I really don't think I need 2 of these. So we'll place the small ones right over here. And this does access steel. It doesn't access that though. And that's another thing we have to make sure we can connect to. So it looks like this would, that would do it. Yeah, if I put this over here like this, and I kind of bring it closer to steel, yeah, like right over in here, that would reach. How about like right here? And then maybe another one over here like this. I don't know if this would work. I got to find the sweet spot where it will connect with the road too, you know? This one definitely works. We can do that. So that one definitely connects. And if our garbage trucks are going to get there, you know, often enough, then it shouldn't be a problem. It's all about frequency at that point. And I thought I could maybe get into this little area here. Hang on, let's go over and remove that and then see if we can get that connected. Too sharp. Okay, hang on. Can we go like this instead? So is that connecting to the other one? It does. Whoa. Not sure how, but I'll take it. It says it does. That's pretty wild. And then that means I should be able to now get, I think I can get this in there too. Yep, I can. Perfect. So 2 of these are going to connect to both of these. And then the other ones will just be on steel only, and that's okay. So we'll just put in, we got another few garbage bins here. It's a little extra maintenance, I admit, but I think it's going to be worth it because it's going to allow us to automate this and get extra steel this way, and I think that's great. So we'll put a couple more of these over here. We'll say 4 along the outside here. And now the question is, can I connect them all to the road? 1, 2, 3, and this one's gonna be a challenge right there. Okay, I thought it was gonna be harder than that. All right, there we go. 6 of these equal 2 of these. All right, so when this thing gets emptied, and we're just gonna make all of them mixed waste, as many of them as we can, because we've been using them as, you know, for metal storage. When that's complete, we can tear these out, get aggregate storage here instead with the road connection. We'll just pick up the metal scraps from here, and we'll have like this one here be maybe dedicated to that. And because we do need some mixed waste too, so we could say dedicated metal scrap here and then mixed waste for both of these. And then this one will be mixed waste, but with a dedicated metal scrap 1 and 2. And then we'll get all the metal scrap out of here and pop it in the aggregate storage. And then we can start working with that. It's a few extra workers. This building does not take a lot of workers, right? The maximum is 30. In our scrapyard over here, at the volume for our entire republic right now, we're operating this building with, I think, like 3? Is it 2? 5. Okay, 5 max. But they're hardly ever working. So we really could get away with just having like 2 people in here and it wouldn't be a big deal, right? Aluminum recycling plant just has like 1 person like cycling every now and then just to see, right? So the bulk of all of our processing is with general separation, and there's basically nothing to do anymore. Like our trash system is ready for more. This system is gonna work, okay? This is gonna work. My plan is gonna work. The only change I had to make was just getting rid of the aluminum separation. Like that didn't need to be there, so I got rid of it from there. We still have it. It's still there, and it's still hooked up to the rest of the system too. But any garbage people, any garbage trucks can just take their aluminum scrap directly there if they get it. You know, it could have like general separation, for example. If we scroll down, it doesn't have any aluminum scrap. So if we get aluminum scrap here, we can have a vehicle pick it up and bring it over here, you know, no problem. Yeah, same thing with like plastic waste should be getting sent there, but there's nothing pulling it, so that's why it's just gonna sit in here. But any extra then goes, overflow goes that way, right? Okay, let's take a look over at my roads, all right? We were doing this before. How's it working? We got dedicated turn lane, left turn lane here. And the way the lights are configured, this left turn lane goes at the same time as 6 does. Which if I do this, you'll see. So 6 is here, 4 is here. 4 and 6 go at the same time. So it's 1 and 5 at the same time for 30 seconds. Up, there we go. And then we then switch to having only 6 go for 20 seconds. Oh, I changed it. All right, forgot. Because of what happened over here. I'll show you in a second. So only 6 goes for 20 seconds. That's these guys. And I could actually activate 4, I suppose. I don't think there's anything stopping me from having 4 go at the same time as that. So I'm just going to do that now. So these guys will go again. And then there's a 30-second cycle where it's just the left turn lanes. And I don't need to quite do that long anymore. So I can bring that down to, let's say, 20. All right. So just the left turn lanes then will go as the last cycle. And that keeps this intersection relatively clear, which is good. Over on this side, we've had to make a couple of changes. The one change I made is I just extended the right turn lane because there's a lot of cars coming from this side. So I extended that so that more of them could go. And then there's a left turn lane here now as well. And that's configured in a very similar fashion. Okay, so both of these have their own intervals. And then our, so we have 1 and 7. 1 and 7. So that's this and the left turn lane for that goes on its own system. Then 1 and 4. So 1 will continue to go while 4 can go. And 7 doesn't go. And then it's 2 and 5 from this way. And that's how we do that. So let's just quickly make that change. Now, we also have traffic issues over here now. It's because there's more cars on this side and they're opting to go this way. All right, I didn't think they would do that. I was hoping that they wouldn't. I was hoping they would go up here and go that way. But these guys, I don't know, they're visiting friends or something, and they want to go that way. So that's what they're doing. And I got to kind of keep it. I haven't really watched them yet, but they are using the right turn lane, which is nice. But I haven't really watched them yet, but I suspect they may be trying to go to work like over that way, and they're just using this road as like the quicker route, which again, I wish they would have used this one because or this one here because it was going to go straight out that way. But I guess if it's too far away, then it's too far away, right? So this is why I wanted to do this in waves. I wanted to do the launch for personal cars in short little segments like this. We add a little bit more, then we try it out, see what's going on, see what's going to be a problem, then we fix it, then we try it out, and we add a few more cars. And that's how we stress the system in a controlled way, so that if we do have any problems, the problems are only at like 1, maybe 2 problems at a time. We don't have just like, hey, by the way, here's 1,000 cars, go. And then we just have traffic jams all over the city and there's nothing I can do about it, right? It's a controlled way. And we fix problems before we launch more cars. So I had this one pretty much worked out. And so I launched cars over here to see what happens if we have traffic coming from that side of the city. Where's it going to go? Where's it going to choose to go? At the moment, it looks like it's pretty much making the choice to go from here out this way. This gravel road was supposed to deter that, right? Because they're supposed to prefer asphalt if it's available. So the only time they use gravel is when it's the only choice that makes sense, if that matters. Like, they're even going to go this way. They'll turn on this asphalt road where the buses are going to go. They will do that before they take this road, right? So what I could do also is I could put a sign right here just to try to keep them out of here. I can say no personal cars. Pop right there. And then on this side too, I can say no personal cars. Although it doesn't look like it's going to let me because. Yeah, it doesn't let me do that because the way the nodes are. I really wish I could just pop a sign, but yeah, I can't do that. Not with this garbage being here the way it is. Maybe I should move that garbage. Move it just because of a sign? Nah. That'll keep personal cars out of this area. Actually, here's what I could do. If I put it on this side, like that too, then there's no reason for them to use this because they won't be able to go this way. Like if they can't complete their route through here, then they shouldn't start the route through here, right? So that actually might take care of it too. So if I go faster speed, denied. Hey, wait a minute. Are you a personal car? Oh, you look like a... You kind of look like an ambulance for a second there. So now they're going to use this road. They'll stay away from the buses, right? Emergency services will still use it. They're going to stay away from the buses, and that's what I wanted to see. Now, what's going on here? All right, so what I want is this. I want you guys to have the right-of-way. That's the only problem over here. And then right-of-way there. Good. That's the light. Everything's fine. With the right-of-way being done... Hang on. I got to set the right-of-way for every single one of these. Otherwise, they're just going to stop every time and be like, oh, there's another car in the area. I better be courteous. No. No courtesy. You know what you're supposed to do, so do it. You get the right-of-way, period. That's how it works. All right. That'll fix the traffic in this area. All right. So that's all about stressing it out, right? I've added people, or I've told them they're allowed to move in here anyway. So looks like they're all doing it. They're all moving in. These are all full. These houses here look like they're pretty full. Indeed. That one's allowed to move in. There you go. They're pretty much going to get filled up right when I let them move in. I'm trying to make it to where uneducated people don't move in here. I would prefer if that didn't happen. I mean, I can't help like new births. That's just going to be a thing. But to start things off over here, if the uneducated could maybe stay away from my city, that'd be great. There we go. And then we have extra flats over here. And I don't know if these ones are ready yet, so I'm going to let these go until all these are done. And then we can add the cars in here too. I am really curious on how this is going to work. One of the things I am going to need to do is I'm going to need to pave this because this is going to be a one-way. So we're going to have it come up this side and then down this way. That way they come in from this side and they don't get in each other's way. And then if they do have to turn left, they likely don't have as many cars to cross their paths since they're probably going to be going up that way anyway. That is the theory anyway. I don't know if that's actually going to happen that way, but we're going to say I don't have the patch yet, do I? I'm going to wait. I just don't want to deal with that. I'm going to wait. Yeah. Should we wait? I'm going to wait for the patch. This would be our way of testing that new patch when it comes. It's like, let's see how this works with our, making roads, because we should be able to do this all as one job when that patch happens, right? Instead of 1 and then 2 and then 3 jobs. It should be all one job because the only thing getting in the way is walking paths. So we'll see how that goes. Now, I want to... What's that message? Happiness is low. Where's that? Unable to get food. Unable to get food. Are you really that far away? You are pretty dang far away, but the thing is, you should be able to ride the bus, okay? I just need to be able to allow passengers. That would probably help. And then the passengers could get on the bus. All right, so we got all these different buses that are going to the bus stop, right? And we got a lot of that happening. I'm going to say that we're going to allow everybody, right, to get in and out. So this bus should drop off workers. Well, it should have dropped off the workers. There's just not enough places for them to work, I guess. That's the kind of problem to have right there. But ideally, you would be picking up passengers. And you have decided not to do that. You didn't load any passengers despite having capacity to do so. I think it's because your route was already predetermined. Like, you were already on your way. You already knew what you wanted to do. This one's going to do it too. Pick up passengers and students. So we should see that happen here when when their new routes are made, maybe. I don't know. I thought they'd pick them up. There are clearly passengers here. What we could do is maybe just get one bus that does that back and forth. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Let's just get what you could do here, man. I have access to all the old stuff. I don't know why. I shouldn't have access to all the old things. This green bus is kind of cool, but it's kind of expensive for what I want. Can I just have something cheap? Like, not a police car, but give me like 7's too few. 7's too few people. How about ooh, that's a pretty cool prison bus. Never had that access to that. I probably did, but give me buses. Why am I doing this way? Okay, so looking at value, right? And we want to go cheap. And this is 11, 32 passengers. You know, I think I'll just get one of these. That's fine. This PZ 3205s, right? We'll just get one of these. Probably coming out of this exit here, or this point here. No? Coming out over here? Did you really pop out over here? Where you at? Bus? Is this you? There you are. Yeah. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to this bus stop. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right here. This bus stop. I'm just gonna have you grab everybody, I guess. Just, you're not doing workers. Your only job is the passengers, and you're just gonna do this over and over all day long. Sorry, like that. You're just gonna do that back and forth all day long and do nothing else. And you don't need to go to, you know, the end station or anything. Just back and forth. One bus, going back and forth, trying to get, you know, passengers to get out of there so they can get their clothes, they can get their food, visit the hospital, all the things they want to do, right? The other thing I could do is maybe pop a little parking lot here and then just let them, you know, drive themselves in too, because we're doing personal stuff, right? So that wouldn't be a bad deal either. We just have to figure out where to put it, which I guess it could be right here. We could put, it wouldn't really help too many because there's only going to be 16 cars, but it does something, right? You could put like a little parking lot like right here, and then they could just drive where they want to go. So I think I'll just try that. Just get that going. Do some sooner COVID labor, and you see they just rush out of their house, right? And then they just rush on their house and then rush over here to work on it. There's 19 people over here and no resources. At least you have a job now. Stop whining. All right, so next thing, 115 people in the refinery. So you might be wondering, like, why aren't we able to get, we have so many more people now. We have like 50% more people now than we had, you know, when I was at 20,000. Why do I have so few people working in the refinery? It's because my chemical needs went up. When I get more people, I need more chemicals, treat more water. I'm starting to sanitize sewage and stuff now. So I added more people to the chemical area, and more people are now working in chemicals. And that means less people are taking off this bus stop here. Less of them are going this direction. More of them are going that direction. That's why that happened. I have since now closed one of the chemical factories, and that's going to allow me to get more. And now we're out of oil again, which is a good thing, which means we're going to have a lot more fuel instead. At least I hope that's what that means. What we could do is just send our train out to get one more load. It's so expensive, but we could have our train get one more load of fuel. You should go the other way. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then, yeah, we'll process it, right? Because we need to process that into lots of fuel. If we can process that oil fast enough, you fill the bitumen tank, right? And if we can fill the bitumen tank, we could then get over here and we will start sending it to the border instead, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of power to some of these pumps that don't have it. So this has power. Everything else behind it should have power too. Yeah, everything has power behind it. So it starts here without getting power. That one doesn't have it, and that one doesn't have it. And then this one over here doesn't need it. So it's just these two. So what I could do, I wonder if there's a single wind turbine that could cover both of these things. Do you think? No. It's going to take more than that. Okay, so we could just add a little wind turbine right here. And it could go like maybe over this side like this, right? And, or the other thing is like we're going to make a town here, right? So maybe we do a full-on wind farm over here and we can direct that power how we see fit, right? We could maybe plan on doing that. Oh, look. That's not the pump. Oh, no, it's not the pump. I got really excited for a second there. I was like, what? No. All right, so we could try that. So I'm going to say that we do one wind turbine, one larger turbine. We can put it on this side. And we're eventually going to hook this up with the rest of a sort of like a node, if you will, a system. You know what I mean? I'm very tired. I'm sorry. We're going to hook it up with a network of wind turbines and have it be part of a system, okay? We're going to put this over there. I think we'll put this one maybe right here. We can keep our distance from that just a little bit. I guess we'll put it over here. On this side of the tracks is probably better, right? It doesn't really face the same direction as this one. I feel like you would want them to face the same direction for the sake of, I don't know, like just looking better. Yeah, like they shouldn't be facing differently, right? We can go along the train tracks. I think I like that idea, actually. If I go here, that's one. Go like this. It's one, and then two, and then three, and then four, and then five, and then this one serves as number 6 in the set. But we want it to face the right direction, so we'll have it face this way. We could alternatively put it here if it fits, yeah, but it has to hit that. It has to hit the pump. It doesn't have to later, but it does now. Because later it'll just be with a substation anyway. Yeah, okay, we're going to move this over here anyway. So let's have this be here, and then we'll just kind of flatten this land a little bit. As you do. Right, and then it'll just be kind of like this. Yeah, there you go. So it's kind of elevated almost. All right, it looks like it's a little elevated. The road is kind of covered right now, so we can just go in and say, hey, I don't want this road anymore. And then I say, never mind, I do. But it doesn't matter because it's still messed up. It really doesn't matter, does it? Shit. I think I might have actually screwed it up now. Can I lower it? Yeah, lower the terrain here. Let me flatten it. Let's maybe try making it flat relative to the actual road here. Can we just do that? Dude, I don't like that. That's terrible. Why? Why did you do that? Game. Video game. Oh, you damn video game. Like, I'm not going to actually delete this, but I just want to see if it will correct itself. Can we, please? I guess as long as I stay zoomed out, it's fine. It's better now? No, it's still terrible. God, I hate that. Oh, well. When you guys see it later, you'll know why it happened. It happened because video game. Yep, I'm going to blame the video game. We're going to go like this with it. And I want it green so I don't have to mess with this again. All right, good. All right, good. And then maybe we'll go in just a little bit more on this side. Just to flatten that out so that we can get a road in there. There we go. And this road will just connect there for maintenance. Okay. And then on this side, we'll have maintenance road going along the tracks. At least I thought we would. Yep, like this. And there. Excellent. So we'll build that one. We're going to go ahead and put a pause on these. So we're not going to build those. And then contrary, we'll make these ones high priority. And we'll go ahead and get them selected for building. And we'll have Cernicova people come on over here and do that. And you know what? I probably could have... Let's have the Rural Development Center help out too. I don't think they I think they're probably not able to do much because of gravel, but I have been actually making gravel. Let's come over here and look at it. We are actually processing gravel now, by the way, and it's working out pretty well, bringing things here. I do have too many dump trucks, though, going into this one, so I'm going to need to have, like, these guys need to switch spots. So you need to go, let's just have you go to this one instead. All right, so don't go to this one. Go to this one instead. Load quarried stone. All right, and then you can drop it in the same spot as you were doing anyway, but I need you to not flood this. Please and thank you. So all the quarry stone gets dropped there. We process it very quickly now. It goes in here. We're up to almost 1,000 tons. And it looks like because of that, the train has now brought some over here. It sure has. Look at that. Wow. Brought a whole bunch over here. Shit. All right. These guys can actually do things now. Cool. Fabric factory is done, and we have people working there. Interesting. But the logistics of that is not as complicated. So we're going to want to... we have the farm storage right here. This is where we get our crops. And then we want to take those crops and bring them to this building and drop them off. Okay. We're just gonna have this. Yeah. We're just gonna say we want 60%, and we unload here, and then we can unload chemicals there too, right? So these guys can go get chemicals as well. They've got covered hulls, as long as they know where chemicals are, which I don't think they're getting delivered here, but we probably could deliver them here. But instead, I've been delivering them over here just for the sake of connection, making them easier in connection. So we get 18 over there. I think I'm gonna actually start having them delivered here, just a little bit, right? I mean, they're not actually happening right now. Like, we have space reserved, but it's not happening. So probably because I just don't have that selected. If I go down here like this, it's gonna be the Zernovsky cargo train station. Unload chemicals. Interesting. Do we just not have enough available then? I told them to do it, but they're not doing it. That's peculiar. Okay, well, in any case, we can connect to this one over here in an attempt to try to get some chemicals available. We could tell them to load chemicals provided there's 20% full, more. And that seems pretty full to me. So we're going to go ahead and grab chemicals from there. And then we can just unload them into the fabric factory and make our own fabrics. Perfect. This starts the process of having all the resources we need in this area to start fixing trucks and stuff. Start fixing our vehicles, right? We need to be able to do that. A little bit of reconstruction, yeah. And then another distribution office is going in here because it's necessary. I mean, that's the only explanation I have. We just need more connections and more vehicles. Okay. Now, this is where we're supposed to actually drop the crops. So, if we're doing that there, then this isn't done yet. Ah, I see. Maybe we should get some other people on this. I don't know. What's taking so long? It's just work days? It's because the helicopters can't get in here. You guys didn't finish this either, did you? Yikes, 14 work days is all this takes? Come on, guys. Come on. You got a bus. Yeah, you got a bus. Use it. Where's your bus? Your bus is out and about, isn't it? It sure is. Where is your bus? I want to follow this bus. Where is it? IKR. Where are you? I just assigned this bus recently, so it's here. Okay, so it's hanging out over here. It's trying to go to the bus stop to get workers. Don't know why it just didn't take a right. It's going to go in like this, I think. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of people here waiting for a job. We just need the bus to come over here and get it to them, right? So, actually I really do genuinely think I should have went with roundabouts here. Right. This is actually quite a long light to not be able to go from that side. That's a pretty long time. I'm going to shorten that up just a little bit. 10. Let's go 18. And this one's going to go with 13. Just some weird timings, but it's fine. I think it's fine. A lot of these guys are going to say they want to turn right, but they don't. They want it to go straight. but now they're all turning left because they can't go straight. And so now this left-hand turn is going to be a dick. Look at this, the line of cars on this road. We got to do something about traffic on this side too. I think it's going to be time to start using one-way streets. I didn't want to do it, but it makes too much sense, you know? So we got a one-way in this way, then we have this one going down the center. I think it's only fitting that this one goes this direction, but then we don't need the right turn lane anymore, you know? Or maybe, I probably could just observe this and just watch and see, you know, how many of them go a certain direction, but everybody's going this way. And I could redirect them to file up here if I just turn this into a one-way street, you know? Like if I went like this, I mean, it just screws everything up. I don't want to do that though. They're not held back that far. It's not too bad. It's not like it's happening forever or anything. You know, you have to wait in traffic for like a half an hour. Who cares? All right, so let's take a look at the hill. And pretty much everything's built. The only things we need now are still the basic, like the waters and stuff, right? We still need to provide water here. So we're going to put a water substation in range of basically everything, right? And I'm thinking probably we're going to come from this one. So this is the source of our water right here. So first and foremost, why don't we go get a reservoir? And I think we can place this reservoir right about here. It's like the this is done. I had to reconnect it now. Let's go ahead and get it to be right about here. Should be good. Yeah, that'll do. Hook it up right like that. Go ahead and make sure our trash is still hooked up. Okay, so with the reservoir there, we can get a pump, big water pumping station, and we're going to bring this water pump over. I think we just put it like right on top of it. I'm not going to put anything else in this area, so put it right there. And then, well, I could have put something more in this area. We're going to have them walk this way, so they'll end up walking across into this area, but there's a chance it might just be worth putting like a walking path here and then taking them that way. You can do it here. Yeah, right between these two things is perfectly fine. In fact, I'll go ahead and mark it right now. We'll go like this, and then here, and then we go out that way. Okay? Okay. Thinking ahead already. You're just going to mark it right in. But we want that to be connected too. So we're going to take the water pipe. It's going to be a big one. A big one. And there's a whole bunch of like people over here, so I guess it's probably fine to just bring this source over here. I was going to send this source over that way to help people over that way instead. Maybe I can get away with having the reservoir. Hey, this is an interesting idea. Put the reservoir, extra reservoir connection up here with the big pipe. That way it gets pumped into here, and then if this is full, we start directing it that way. Yeah, I like that. And then we pop it into there. Right now, obviously, we're limited by the capacity of this single pump, but the reservoir is full, so it would now not be pumping at maximum. So the excess would go this way, right? That's what we're going to focus on. All right. It also means that these guys don't get any water if this reservoir is full. Is not full. I don't know if I like that idea. Maybe we could put a bit of a backup pipe in. I don't know if that's a thing we could do. I'm not sure how we would even go about doing that. Probably can't. Yeah, I have to put a splitter, I suppose. We can get around a splitter, I suppose. Let's put in... That's through the splitter. Just do another pump. I don't really care. It's not worth it. Like, it's not worth trying to dink around with it. Just put another pump in and be done. Another pump right here. And then big pipe goes that way. Okay? And then we'll stick little pipe. Let's say small water pipe. Let's go medium. It's fine. Medium will angle that direction. Okay? And then this, it'll angle this direction. It's going to end up going underneath, looks like. So... No, it doesn't have to go underneath. We'll just pop it into this pump. Yeah, it needs to go there. So I need to, real quick, delete this. And then bring that to that side. There we go. And then this one can go in there. Okay. We have ourselves a backup source for water up this hill, but we also can send it that way really easily. Okay? Yeah, that seems fine. All right. Into this reservoir, we will then have the substation be pretty centrally located to everything. Most likely going to have to use 2 substations anyway. So we'll have the first one go right here. Seems like that can cover pretty much every house with ease. And then some. It actually hits the university too, which is good. That means it has a good chance to hit this stuff too. These guys have their own water source, so it's fine. So let's say we go, maybe we'll bias it a little bit more. We can put it, we can probably maybe put it right here. Can I fit you in here somewhere? That'd be kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I can do it right on the other side, I guess. You still cover every house. No, you don't. I can't move you that far. Okay. Gotta be really cool to fit you in right there. No? Don't want to do it? If I rotate you a little bit, would you do that then? No? Okay, fine. You in. We'll put you over here. I'll go right like this. I don't know why we have to go all the way over there. Let's just do it here. Yeah, it's fine. Connect like that, and then we'll go with medium pipe. From here, we actually need a pump again to pump this out. The medium pipe has a 56 meters cubic meters, right, of water as a limit. So if we went with a big water pump, we could then redirect it to another one from just this big water pump alone, which is a pretty good idea, I think. So why don't we put that? We could put this right over here. This is fine with me. Make this road go just a little bit further. That's cool. No biggie. Connect that up. I'm gonna have to make another segment. We'll just do it later. We'll have the helicopters build all this stuff anyway. And then say that we go with a bit. Why don't you say we just go with the medium one? Yep, that's fine. Medium one to here. Done. And then when we have another one, if we need another one, which I don't think we will, but if we do, for some reason, we have capacity left to add it from this side. And then we'll just have the big pipe go from here to here. All right, all that stuff's done. All right, we're set on the water. Now take a look at the sewage. The sewage is not as complicated because we're up on a hill. It makes it really easy to get rid of the sewage. Downside, I was gonna say downside is the range, but actually it looks like we can actually hit every single property from here. Oh, right where that water is. Damn. Oh, it's right where the water is, you guys. Can we get away with it being here? God, that'd be pretty cool if I could. Huh? Nothing? Just not quite enough space? I really want to place it here. Let me do it. Let me do it. Can't do it. All right. How about on this side? Do you still get every house? You get every house from here. Yeah, not good. How about here? This works, right? You can put the sewage right next to the statue. If it will work, can I have it right there? Can I have this and have all the houses? Yes, I can. I can have every house there. Done. That's where that's going then. Sorry. That's where that's going then. So we'll have that connected like that. There we go. The statue is not connected yet. We're going to redirect that path to be there. And now that can get built too. And then the sewage pipe goes down with a splitter, I think is probably a good thing. A switch, I mean. There's a switch right here, so we can just tap into that one. Perfect. So we're going to go in and we'll say a medium one is probably acceptable. And we're just going to tap into this right like that. All right, there we go. And then that goes into this, and then that needs to go that way. We haven't actually connected this up yet, so we're gonna want to switch this to a big one. Yep. And then this big one's gonna have to come all the way down and hook into there. And now all of this area will then be hooked up to the sewage system properly. All right, lots of utilities to build, huh? To get this system up and running, but like once it's done, like this utilities is it. The water and sewer and stuff is it. Everything else is completely set. Although I will say the fact that you have all your power being fed from just this, that's a big problem. This thing is really overloaded. That's a huge problem. Okay, so more substations needed, I guess. We'll place one of them over here. That's acceptable. Can place another one. Can I go next to the school? That's part of the model, isn't it? Okay. How about over... actually, you know what? We'll probably just do 2 of them right here. It's not a big deal. Yeah, and we'll go like that. And I have it hooked up to the road. Pretty please. No? You're not going to let me do it? Wow. You are something else. Yep, you're a real people's champion. That's what you are. Scooch this back. We're probably going to go underground with that one. Although if I can get away with it... Yeah, maybe not. I think I can get away with this one. You gotta be... Come on. What are you lying to me for, huh? Come on. Surely you jest. You were green. The only reason you're not connected entirely right now is because I chose not to make you asphalt. You're just being dumb with me right now. We'll go this way with it. It's fine. There we go. So two of those, and then we want to put another one over here too. I'm thinking we can go down here with it. Yeah, right down over here like this. Wow, right there. Yep. Hook that up like so. All right, so that gives multiple sources of power for everything there. And then we're probably going to want one more substation, maybe over here in this area to help out a little bit more. We can put one like right behind the kindergarten here. That'll do. Okay. So now we should have a lot more support, but still overloaded. Even if I was to build all of them in the area, you would still be overloaded. So I have to go to work putting substations in and doing electrical again, which is not fun. I gotta tell you, not fun. Utilities and running all this stuff is kind of, it's okay. I mean, it's part of the game, and I don't particularly enjoy that part as much, but I know it's part of the game that is required in order for everything else that I do enjoy to work. And I gotta tell you, 3% unemployment, nearly 30,000 people, right? We're looking at 89% health, which is fantastic. An average lifespan of over 80 years old. Right? We're keeping alcohol addiction at 10% or less, which is great. And then we now have an average government loyalty of 67%. I'm loving it. We still have a crime issue. We're still working on that. Okay. It's not over yet. We have plenty of crimes. It's just that they're not backlogged. We're able to keep up with them pretty well now. The police officers and stuff are doing a really good job of keeping up with them. And our prisons are actually declining population. They're not growing. We did have one escape this year, which is a little interesting to see. But the prison population is not growing. I think, though, there actually might be merit to having 3, just so they're not this populated. You know, like, we could bring them down like in the under 100, right? If we can bring them down under 100, I think that'd be good. And then also, I think these guys are the ones that were mostly complaining about not having a job, right? Because I'm requiring them to have a college education, and then I'm not doing anything with them. Which, to be fair, they're going to work in the university when it's done anyway. So, like, that's where they're going. But in the meantime, you know what? Fine. We'll let the prison build. Let's just let the prison build. We'll do it. I'm not going to spend foreign labor on it, but we'll do it. And actually, we can spend these guys' labor on it. They'll just go over there and build it. We don't have to have anyone go over there. Yeah, we just make this happen. 633 workers. That's okay. Yeah, sure. 600. Why not? That's the number of workers that can work on this outside the construction office is 600. So everyone just pile on in. You don't have a job? Go get one. You can get one building the prison, and then you can work in the prison. And then we'll have new prisoners. We'll transfer a bunch of prisoners over here. We'll repurpose some of the prison buses to go pick up people from here and take them from here to here. And then we'll now have heat going up this way, provided, of course, we can get all these things built. And, well, that is a big if at the moment. Yep. I don't know why this has to be rising up like this. I mean, I guess it's fine, but I could have connected it underneath. Could have been better to connect it underneath. This is the headquarters of the Communist Party. I'm also building a Palace of Sports Dynamo right here, which is accessible from all these places too. So I think we're probably going to let people move in here in the spring. I don't think they're going to be ready before the end of the winter, just because we have to have all the utilities. So we'll spend September, October, November, December, all the way through, and then like say April or so, we'll open the floodgates here, and that will allow us to have about 32k people, which we're going to need this operational too, so that they can get educated that way too. Real quick check of our resources. Things are looking good. I have no complaints there. Full up on that. Pretty good. Crime is being handled really well. Is there anything else we want to check on while we're over here? Chemical supply? Not bad. Pretty healthy. Plastics. Plastics is full, and I'm noticing the trains are not bringing it very well. Like, I would have liked the trains to more reliably bring plastics to this area, and they're not doing it very well. And looks like I'm still not repairing vehicles very well either. It's just the thing. I'm going to just go ahead and have those 3 replaced as well. I don't think I have anything else to say, guys. I think I'm good. I just need to let things run and let things build. And, you know, Zernovsky's, you know, there's a chance that we have like a traffic issue here, but I keep checking over it and it's not that bad. You know, we have a line, sure, but that's just because it's a red light. Why are you stopping? Oh, hey, check that out. Messed that up. See? Good thing to have it now. Good. That's probably another reason why it's messing up, right? Can't let that be. Just can't let it be a thing. There we go. So everything's going to flow smoother now over there. And I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to let it go. And, you know, have trains waiting too long. I guess I'll have to deal with that too, because there's probably something going on with it. I don't know. Over here, it's train loading with was loading up steel. There's 118 tons of steel on its way into Charlevance right now. That's pretty good. You know, if I come over here, how much steel do we have in storage right here? Not bad. And then we're gonna get another 118 tons brought in. Cool. All right, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.